Hi, my name is Madison Webb, and the book I picked for section 1 is 15 Animals by Sandra Boynton. 15 Animals is a short word book where the main character introduces 15 of his pets. This is a playful counting book that introduces a new animal counting up from 1 to 15. The little boy shares the names of his 15 pets, and the first 14 he introduces all happen to be named Bob. This can be seen as funny or even silly. The book ends with a surprise reveal that connects all the silliness. The 15th and final animal, which happens to be the boy's pet turtle, is named Simon James Alexander Ragsdale III. Each page of the book has visuals that help the reader understand what is happening. The illustrations are colorful, bold, but simple, featuring cartoon-styled animals with different facial expressions. The first animal mentioned was a cat that was gray and white, holding its front two paws together, looking up. The second animal was a dog. He was brown and white with a big brown nose and a green collar with a gray tag that stated Bob. The third and fourth animals were goldfish. In this case, they were orangish white with a red fin. They were in a bowl of yellow sand and blue water, staring at one another. The fifth animal was a small, sleeping hamster that could fit into the palm of the little boy's hand. The hamster was brown and white. The sixth animal was the boy's horse, which was yellow, white, and orange. The horse looked surprised as though he was outside in the pen. The seventh animal was a piglet that appeared to be gray and white, though on the cover it appeared more pink. The piglet was mid-air playing outside. On the next page, it would be pet number 8 and 9, a rabbit and his bunny wife, who are both white and holding onto a big orange carrot. The next three animals would be the white bunny and the rabbit's children, making that animal 10, 11, and 12. For the 13th animal, it was a white mouse with a bright red nose sitting on a yellow block of cheese. Then, for the 14th animal, which was a colorful bird, colors such as yellow, pink, orange, white, and 2 shades of blue. The bird was standing on a brown branch with green leaves. Lastly, the 15th and final animal is the boy's turtle, who was yellow and white with a green shell. The turtle was standing on a red ledge, staring and smiling at the boy. As for the boy, he had brown hair, wore a white shirt under his blue overalls, and wore red shoes. The background of the book are uncluttered, which help the reader or children focus on the animals and the numbers. The cover of the book has all the animals mentioned, along with the boy who is centered and is circled in red. I would say that there are 2 main genres within this book. The first being a picture book, seeing how this book heavily relies on the colorful illustration to tell the story. The second would be that it is a counting/concept book. It helps the young children practice counting while introducing animals that they may never heard of before. A direct quote that I would like to mention is 1, I've got a cat named Bob, 2, and I've got a dog named Bob. I like this quote because it sets the tone for the whole book, hopefully making the reader or children laugh, and keeps them guessing if the next animal will be named Bob as well. Another quote I would like to mention is, and my turtle, 15, Simon James Alexander Ragsdale III. I also really like this quote because it's the final animal mentioned in the book, and everyone thinks it's going to be named Bob, but it turns out that the turtle had a really sophisticated name, which can be seen as funny to the younger students. The strengths within this book are that there is humor and repetition, seeing how it can be engaging for the younger readers. The simple language throughout the book makes it super easy to follow. The appropriate grade level for this book in my opinion, would be preschoolers to first graders. The pictures within the book help keep the attention focused, while the counting structure gives the book an educational element as long as mentioning the different types of animals. Weaknesses in this book would be that for the older children or just the children who are more mature for their age, might find the silliness of the book less appealing. The book is extremely short and does not go beyond counting practices and the naming of animals. An activity idea I have that correlates to this book would be having my classroom create its own version of 15 animals. Each student will choose an animal and give it a name. It can be funny, it could be ordinary, it really doesn't matter. Then the students have to draw the animal themselves, and then they have to color it. Then finally, when everyone is done, together as a class, we will make a big counting book that goes from 1 to however many students are in the class. This activity helps practice counting while sparking creativity and enhancing writing skills. This classroom activity, I would say, would probably work best for kindergarten or first graders. Overall, I am really happy with my choice for my Section 1 book, The 15 Animals by Sandra Boyenton. I will definitely be using this book in my future classroom, seeing as how I want to teach kindergarten. I would definitely recommend this book to any other teacher as well. I think it's a great way to help practice counting with your students and introduce animals that they may have never heard of before. And I think it's a great tool overall. Thank you.